Welcome back to the Gentle Writing Life. I'm Carol. If you've not been here before, this is my channel where I'm teaching people with neurological conditions or fatigue or anything that makes it challenging. I'm showing you the way that I have taught myself to get back to writing. I have multiple sclerosis. That's a neurological condition. There are others like Parkinson's, motor neurone. There are a few different neurological conditions. But for you, it could be menopause fogginess. It could be you're neurodivergent. It could be you have another condition that gives you fatigue. You might be living in your bed now. So it could be anything at all. And if you are struggling with anything, tell me in the comments, get in touch, and we will help you. We'll find ways for you to be able to write, because that's what I'm here with this channel for. So this is the third video in a series of an introduction to writing, really. So for people who haven't done it in a long time, for people who really can't manage and don't know how to start, that's what we're doing here. I want to be able to look at and start in the very basics first of all for anybody who needs it. I have a script here because of my neurological condition affects my short-term memory, so I need to do that. So I've been talking a little bit about writing in my recent videos, and today I want to share something that sits underneath all of that, what I think of as a more gentle writing life. The problem with traditional writing, for a long time writing can feel something that comes with pressure to be productive, to be consistent, to create something finished and good. So for me, in my legal career, I needed to be able to write quickly, accurately, professionally, perfect punctuation, structured properly, and the argument structured in a way that makes sense. I used to write for myself then creatively, and I would write stories, big long stories about characters, that were going through some of the things I was going through, work them through it, and often I'd find answers for myself that way. So writing can be amazing. You can let your feelings out. You can create a different world. When we read a book, if you read a book, if you like fantasy or anything, any book really, you go into that world, it takes you out of everything else. And writing can do exactly the same, whether it's poetry, whether it's lyrics, whether it's a story, whether it's your feelings. You can write whatever you like down in a notepad, onto a laptop, however you want to do it, into a phone, and it gets your feelings out. It's creative, it's mindful, takes you out of that world, whatever the world is in that you're in with your challenges at the moment. So trying to do that, create something finished and good and consistent, that still works for some people, that's fine. But for many of us, especially when life changes or your energy becomes less predictable, that way of working can feel difficult to sustain or even impossible. That way is now totally impossible for me. My cognitive issue is my executive function, which means I cannot manage information and move it around. So what I do now is I write things down, I make structure, and I write the detail within that structure that I've created outside my brain. And I can show you how to do that, so you can also write large amounts if you want to do that. I'm going to show you really simple things that you can do, really creative things you can do. You can get your crafts out. You can use colours, however you want to do it. I'm going to show you that. It's been great fun for me, and frustrating at times, if I'm honest, going through this process in the last 3 years. And I've had support from my mentor Owen, who's been amazing. I'm sure I will have Owen on the channel at some point. When I can work out how to do it, we'll do it. I'm here learning as well as you are. I'm learning YouTube. So that's an issue for a lot of us. So over time, I've had to find a different way, and not just find a way, but I've had to accept in my own mind, I can't do it that way now. We have, when something changes, and for me it changed overnight, we can have a shift in our identity, and that's what I've been going through for the last few years. And part of going through that, once I realised I could write again, that's hugely helped me change my identity, and we'll talk about that in another video. But finding a way of writing that fits around my life rather than something that I've had to push myself to do, it's been a journey. It's been a journey. I used to be able to sit down and type really quickly, formulate ideas, bring in arguments, you know, reference where I got information from. I could do all of that without even thinking. I could do that whilst I was on the phone to someone, still doing things. That's how comfortable it came for me. It's just, it was easy, and now it's not. And trying to accept that my brain has now changed, but I'm still capable of doing things. That's what's been the changer for me, but that can happen for you as well. So right now, you might be somebody who's thinking, I'd love to be able to write again, but I'm not going to be able to do that now. My brain just can't do it. I'm going to say to you, please just stick with me, watch for a while, see what we're doing, and then try it little bit by little bit and see if it helps you. But even if you're not able to do it yourself yet, you're with a community of people who understand your challenges, and you can share them with us, and we'll all share how we help each other. This is a new channel, so we'll build that, but people will comment and people will share, and it'll become somewhere where you can ask questions and not be judged. Okay. So over time, I've had to find this different way, a way of writing that fits around my life and my energy. And you may be somebody already who has unpredictable energy. I do. I get fatigue. Oh my gosh. So I do my writing whenever I can. I have to do my filming when I've got the energy. I can't just sit and read and film and do things. So I prepare my scripts days before. So I've used my energy on my scripts and deciding what I'm doing. Then I have a rest. And then when I feel up to it, I can get camera ready and I can film something. And if I can film more than one, then I do. And I've got one in the bag then, because then they need to be edited. Although, to be fair, my videos are raw, but I still have to do something. And I have to upload it to YouTube. And all of that takes energy. And that process can take me a week. And someone else, it might take them a couple of hours. So I've had to learn, yes, I can do this, but I have to do it very slowly and in my own way. And that's been a frustration, but I am being kinder to myself and I am getting there. For me, a gentle writing life means writing when I can and not forcing it. And when I can't, just accept that I can't. Maybe I can't write, but I can put voice notes in of something that I've thought about in my phone. Or I can write a couple of words on a notepad for an idea that I remember, or for a character perhaps. That's funny in itself, because sometimes I can go, oh yeah, I wrote this in my book. What does it mean? I don't know. I don't know what it means. And you'll have times like that. You'll write something, you'll go, I have no idea what that is. Leave it, come back to it. Hopefully you'll remember. I have things like that all the time. I write myself a note to remember something. I put notes in my phone. I think, yeah, I'll remember that. Come back next time, clueless. It's life. It's what happens. You just have to keep going. Don't give up. Don't give in to the barriers. Start again then, start again the next day, but just start again. We have to allow things to be unfinished. Just leave it. If you are writing and you go, I'm enjoying this, but actually I'm just really tired now, that's okay. Just put the notebook down, put the phone down, put the laptop down, close your eyes, put your head back and just rest. It's not a competition and it's not a race. Honestly, I'm not going to be judging you. You just do what you can, because as you're doing a bit and a bit and a bit and continuing on, you'll find you're writing more. And you might not notice it at first. It might be that you need to go back and have a look how much you've been doing. That's what I did. I was writing a sentence a day, but sometimes I could do a bit more. And sometimes I'd write in the morning and then I could write a little bit in the afternoon. So just do what you can when you feel like it, because that's how you're going to enjoy it. It needs to be something that you enjoy. We have frustrations, we laugh about them. We have mix-ups, we laugh about them. We pick up the pen, pick up the phone, we get the laptop out and we crack on. And honestly, that should probably be my saying. We're going to crack on. We are going to crack on. So that works with your energy, your own pace, however it feels to you on any given day, to make sure that we're feeling like we're achieving something and we're enjoying it. Writing when I can, not forcing it. Letting writing be small. It can be small but still meaningful. It just can be small. I've got days where I've looked through my notebook and I've written, I'm enjoying the sunshine today. Because I'm looking out the window going, oh, look at that, it's sunny. I'm enjoying the sunshine today. Well, great, because that instills in you that you're having something positive in your day. If you're spending your day in a bed, it must get dull. Yes, you're limited in energy. Yes, you can't manage the things you want to do, but you've probably got an active mind still. So maybe try this. Let's see if this can make a difference to you. Keeping your mind active, helping you be creative. There's times where I'm just laid and can't do much more. And it is really frustrating and we feel worthless. We can feel like, I can't do anything today. Well, sometimes we can do small things, and achieving small things is what's helpful. But if you can't achieve those small things and you want help with how you might be able to do something and start, then get in touch and ask, and let's have a look and see if we can help you with that. Because writing small, removing the pressure and creating that space for you, you're creating a space that you can write with. And interestingly, this doesn't reduce your creativity, it supports it. Because if you think you can't do it, so you're not creating, there's a bit of you that's unfulfilled in there, which is why we feel frustrated sometimes. That's what I've realised. Since I've been able to write again, I've realised that was some of my frustration. Because it supports it, because some of that comes out. You're flushing out that creativity. You're writing about how you feel, if that's what you're doing, writing your lyrics, your poetry, your story, your characters, whatever that is, you're doing it now. And that lifts the pressure. There's more room to think, more room to notice things, more room to create something that feels real to you, something that you're enjoying, whatever that is. This way of writing connects us more naturally to life. It sits alongside the things you need to do, the times you need to rest, the routine you need to go through, the small moments, everyday experiences. It becomes part of how you live, part of what you have in your day, not something separate to it. Yeah? So if you want to start by getting up in the morning, writing a sentence, this morning I feel, today is Monday, and this morning I feel, write that. Lunchtime, today at lunch I had, yeah. a small positive thing before you go to bed is wonderful. So going to bed, write in your notebook, or something that was positive from today. What did I achieve today? What did I enjoy about today? What was nice about today? I saw a friend. I heard a bird sing. I wrote a sentence. I wrote 2 sentences today. Hurrah! Let's celebrate the small things if that's how small you are in your achievements, because that's where I was. And you will be further on. I will show you how to do that. It isn't about doing less because you're not capable. Sometimes we do less because that's what we can manage. And other days we do more. And so what we're not doing is measuring against our biggest day. So on Tuesday, I wrote 3 sentences. So why can't I write 3 sentences today? That's not how it works. How it works is you write what you can write on any given day. And if that's a chapter for you, then go for it and enjoy it. Don't worry about how good it is. Write your chapter, put it on one side, yeah? The next day or later that day, read it through and see how that feels to have written a chapter. Then you can edit it if you want to, but just enjoy the fact that you've written a paragraph, a page, a chapter, whatever it is you've achieved. Enjoy it. Feel the joy that comes through you, those endorphins that flood through your body, because that helps us all. It helps us, the whole of our body, the whole of our brains feel flushed with that endorphin. We don't get that if we're frustrated. We've lost that opportunity to have it. So read what you've written. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yeah, that name suits her. Oh, I quite like that, but maybe he should be called Bob. Bob, that's his name. Those moments, we want to enjoy those moments, because that's when you get your flood of dopamine, and that's what gives us a lift, and that's what helps us take the next few steps forward. So I'm not going to go too much into the neuroscience. I've been studying it over the past 3 years, but I'm going to show you just what to do to get to where you are and a little bit of why. That's where we're going to be, okay? So understand that this might mean that you're going to do something differently to how you've done it before, but that's okay, because that's what's going to give us the creativity to go on and do something that feels sustainable. Yeah, you want this to be sustainable, whether it's every hour, every day, every couple of days, whatever that is. If we do too much at once, likely chances are we're not going to be able to do much more after that. So if writing has ever felt pressured or difficult to keep up with, there is another way, a quieter way, this more gentle way. It's something I'll explore more here, but this is the 3rd of the 3 videos in this foundation part, which I've done for people who might be really in a difficult position and not be able to write very much at all. So if you're just getting going, these 3 videos are for you. If you're beyond this stage, don't worry, we're going to do some more as we go forward. But within that, we're going to also look at the things that are barriers to us, so that I'm not just leaving you to push on and not managing your barriers. We're going to learn about fatigue. We're going to learn about timing, all sorts of other things about adapting to disability, where they link to the writing. Okay, and so keep watching, share whatever you want to share in the comments. I'm wanting to build a nice community here for us. I understand it's early days, but I know that we'll get there. I know there are other people at home like me who are managing a medical condition. So it could be arthritis, it could be, you might have multiple sclerosis, you could have any condition, it could be poor mental health for you. So mental health is a barrier for you getting out. Well, let's write about that. Let's get you started as well, because it could be anything. It doesn't matter whether young or old, male or female, everybody is welcome here. I've got lots of friends in the veteran community. If you're a veteran, tell us who you are in the bottom of the comments. Tell us about why you're writing and what it is that you're doing. because it's really, I find it so exciting. I love writing. I want people to get to be able to get to that stage again, if that's something that you want to do. Because creativity doesn't have to be rushed to be meaningful. Do it at your pace, but just do it, okay? And when we meet a barrier, we don't stop. We bump over it, ... Remember that. If you can't find a word, if you're not sure what you want to say there, ... and just keep going, because you can come back and fill in the gaps later. But just keep going, because that's what we need to do. When we reach a barrier, we just crack on. Move it, crack on. And then we can keep making progress from what it is that we're doing. So that's us again for this session. I'm really enjoying making these videos. I hope they're useful. And as I continue to understand YouTube and I can make longer videos and different videos, I'm going to do that. And yeah, I hope you're finding some benefit of it too. And if you want to subscribe and hit the bell, then you'll get notification when there are more videos. Okay, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.